The NASCAR Xfinity Series heads to Road America, and what looked like was going to be an easy Kyle Larson victory turns out on the last lap, Ty Gibbs makes an incredible clean pass to take the victory at Road America. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. I just got done watching NASCAR Xfinity Series race from Road America, the Henry 180. We got a lot to talk about from the race. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So, before the green flag dropped in today's race, a ton of drivers would have to drop to the rear of the field. This included Bailey Curry, Justin Allgaier, Josh Berry, Landon Cassill, AJ Allmendinger, John Hunter Nemechek, Jeb Burton, Mike Sider, Patrick Gallagher, and Jesse Iwuji, and Justin Allgaier would all have to drop to the rear of the field for the start of the race. So, at the start of the race, you had Kyle Larson lead the field on the inside and Ty Gibbs on the outside, and we saw Kyle Larson basically able to pull away and take the race lead. He had an incredible start race and pulled almost a second ahead. Then Larson got a little bit loose off of turn number 11, was able to continue with Ty Gibbs trying to close. Then Ty Gibbs and Cole Custer right behind Kyle Larson. They tried to challenge Kyle Larson for lead a couple laps later, but Kyle Larson held on to the lead. Then the first incident of the race happened basically where had Ty Gibbs get a little bit off the track, got a really aggressive trying to go for the lead, and would drop basically to third and hit the curves, but he was able to continue on. Meanwhile, a few laps later, Landon Cassill was running 30, basically went off track after contact with Ty Dillon, but no caution came out. Then we saw a little bit of strategy in this race because, of course, road course brings strategy, where Sheldon Creed, Tyler Reddick, Sammy Smith, Ryan Sieg, and Preston Pars all came down pit road. Ty Reddick would unfortunately get a penalty deal for driving through too many pit stops on the exit. Then, one of the first major moments of the race would happen on lap 8 because Brad Moffitt, based from 16th position in turn number 5, and drove straight into the tire barriers. And a little bit down the road, Anthony Alfred and Andy Lally, they both ended up wrecking after Andy Lally wheel hop. This would bring out the caution, and this would actually end stage number 1 with Kyle Larson at the lead at the time winning stage number 1. A ton of drivers would basically decide to go ahead and come down pit road because after this, Ty Gibbs, AJ Allmendinger, Brandon Jones, Daniel Hemrick, Austin Hill among those. Well, Kyle Larson Kyle Larson went down pit road as well and basically won the race up, basically stayed out and basically kept the race lead. A bunch of drivers would get penalties, including Chris Dyson, Bailey Curry, and Alan Lally. So on the restart, you had Ty Gibbs lead the field from the inside with Brandon Jones on the inside, and Ty Gibbs basically stayed out and had the race lead at the time, and he kept the race lead. Then him and AJ Allmendinger battled for the lead with Allmendinger getting it, and then Allmendinger got the lead back eventually. Then Ty Gibbs kept the race lead. Then we saw Sam Mayer spin from turn 5 from the 6th position after bouncing off the curves, was able to keep going. Then Kyle Larson, who was on the fresh tires at the time, he was able to get around Ty Gibbs and pass him to take the race lead. Then he basically saw a little bit more issues for Anthony Alfredo, got off the course from 33rd with a flat tire, basically a destroyed car. Then we saw some strategy where guys like Ty Gibbs, Allmendinger, Brandon Jones, Daniel Hemrick, those guys actually originally stayed out. They came down pit road to play some strategy. Because Kyle Larson had a pretty big lead backing up, and he would win stage 2 and sweep. Then we saw a little bit of strategy where some guys basically said to come down pit road while the rest of the pack decided to stay out. This included John Hunter Nemechek, Sammy Smith, and Jeremy Clements. On the restart, Kyle Larson lead the field from the inside with Sheldon Creed on the outside, and we saw Kyle Larson able to once again get the race lead. And then the next major incident of this race was strike on lap 25, where contact between Sage Karam and Noah Gragson. Noah Gragson, after the contact, I think turn number 2 or turn number 3, was not very happy. He was spin into the outside of Sage Karam, basically turning him and causing a massive collision and causing a massive wreck, which included Brad Moffitt, Bailey Curry, Andy Lally, Noah Gragson, Landon Cassill, Daniel Hemrick, John Nemechek, Mike Sider, Josh Blicky, Tyler Reddick, Jeremy Clements, and Brandon Brown. Brandon Brown would basically get the wind knocked out of him after that crash, but luckily he was eventually able to be okay. Mike Sider came to check on him for the infield care center. In my honest opinion, unacceptable with my Noah Gragson. I understand Noah Gragson is upset what happened to the contact between him and Sage Karam, but at the same token, at the same time, Noah Gragson has been in the series long enough to know better. And I thought by now, being in this series for almost 4 years, I would have thought Noah Gragson by now would know better than to do that kind of stuff. And Noah should have gotten penalized. He didn't get a penalty for that, by the way, which I'm really not understanding that. I don't think he should get suspended for that move, but he should have been par for the rest of the race for that move because that was extremely dirty. I know some people are calling for to be suspended for like a year. I saw that on Twitter today. But no, I think Noah Gragson should have gotten a massive penalty. He should have been par for the rest of the race because that was extremely dirty by Noah Gragson, and Gragson absolutely knows better about that. Because of that, this would change the strategy of this race. Some guys would come down pit road, including Justin, basically, most rest leaders came down pit road, while Justin Allgaier, Jeremy Clements, Ryan Sieg, and a couple others decided to stay out. And then on pit road, we saw Sheldon Creed have a really bad stop when Riley Hurst, for the second week in a row, nearly drove into Sheldon Creed's pit box and got a massive safety violation for that. Riley Hurst needs to understand you can't just be driving through pit boxes and you're making mistakes because you know a lot better about that. AJ Allmendinger also would get a penalty for speeding on exit. So basically on the restart, because of this, some strategy happened where Justin Allgaier led the field on the inside and Jeremy Clements on the outside. Kyle Larson, though, gets an incredible restart. He jumps to the outside and passes all the cars, including Jeremy Clements, into turn number 5 and got the race lead. Then Cole Custer got the second. He tried to battle for the lead, but Cole Custer got off into turn number 13. Then basically saw more contact and strategy happening in this race. And actually, Cole Custer actually passed Kyle Larson for the lead. Looked like it was easily going to be a Kyle Custer victory. The caution comes out with 12 laps to go for Chris Dyson, who basically got into the outside wall, spun it into turn number 2. He got into sand trap and stuck, bringing out the caution in this race. Then we saw a little bit of strategy. We saw pit stops happen at this point, and Kyle Larson won the race off pit road. Then on the restart, I had Ryan Sieg lead the field from the inside with Andy Lally on the outside. Kyle Larson, like the last time, he got a really awesome and incredible restart and went 3 wide in the outside for the race lead. Then we saw on the next lap, we saw Sheldon Creed basically begin to smoke from 7th position, and unfortunately, I think he fell out of the race due to smoking with engine. It looked like an engine failure. And also on that same lap, we saw Sammy Smith and Miguel Pluto get some damage from crashing into each other. I believe also Alex Abate got some damage from that as well. Then Patrick Gallagher spun from 20th, but is able to keep it going. And then Kyle Larson has about a 3-second lead, and he's cruising to victory lane. All of a sudden, Cole Custer, who's running third at the time, basically lost the brakes, had a brake issue, says he complains on the radio about losing brakes, and hits the inside wall in turn number 5, bringing out a caution, causing an overtime. So it looked like it was easily going to be a Kyle Larson victory. Now you had a late race restart because of Cole Custer. It's unfortunate because Cole Custer had a great race going and probably was going to be a contender for this race. It's a shame what happened. Because of this, we went to overtime. So on the restart, Kyle Larson lead the field from the inside with Ty Gibbs on the outside. Kyle Larson gets a good restart, is able to get away from Ty Gibbs, but Ty Gibbs starts closing in. As they come to the white flag, Kyle Larson has the lead, but Ty Gibbs is right behind him and starts closing in. And Ty Gibbs makes a move to the outside and tries to make a move, but Larson puts a little bit of a block. Ty Gibbs decides to back out, and then Kyle Larson makes a mistake going into turn number 3, and Ty Gibbs gets back around him. Kyle Larson tries to close in on, but Ty Gibbs pulls away in corners. Coming into the Canada corner, Kyle Larson starts closing in, and you think maybe he would do something to Ty Gibbs, but does not, and Ty Gibbs starts pulling away. In the final 2 corners of the race, Kyle Larson closes in once again, but decides instead of going to the inside, he goes to the base of the outside and chokes his way and out of a victory. And then, because of this, it basically sets the sails. And coming off the final corner, Ty Gibbs holds off a hard-charging Kyle Larson to win the race. Very impressive from Ty Gibbs. And the most important thing for Ty Gibbs for winning this race, he passed Kyle Larson clean. That was a clean move by Ty Gibbs. Didn't have to wreck Kyle Larson for the win. That's how you're going to win races, how you're going to get a lot of respect from drivers in the garage, get your respect back. That's how you earn your respect back, because Ty Gibbs earned this win, in my opinion. Yes, did he have the best car? Nope, I think Kyle Larson had the best car, but Ty Gibbs definitely deserves this win, in my opinion. He passed Kyle Larson clean, and Kyle Larson gave his props to Ty Gibbs, and Ty Gibbs raced Larson very, very clean. He could have raced him dirty. He absolutely could have, but I think Ty Gibbs knows that I got to stop racing like a clown out there sometimes, and he earned this win, in my opinion. So, massive congratulations to Ty Gibbs on picking up the victory. He deserves the win. Now let's go through the results of my race and give you the score of today's race from Road America. So Ty Gibbs picks up the victory. Kyle Larson finished second. It looked like this was going to be an easy Kyle Larson victory, and I think Larson did have the best car. It would have been so cool seeing the 17 car go back to victory lane, but unfortunately, I got outdueled by Ty Gibbs near the end of the race. That's all you can do. And Kyle Larson really is just there to get a little bit of experience for the Cup race tomorrow. So Kyle Larson, though, gets a really strong run in second. He's finished really great in his Xfinity Series last 5 or 6 races. Gets a great second place finish. That's all you can ask for Larson. You think he should probably win, but he does get a good finish in second. Great run from Larson. Josh Berry gets a really strong finish in third. For a guy that says he struggles on road courses, he got a third-place finish in top 5. Played a strategy game near the end of the race after I think it was a Chris Dyson wreck. Came down pit road and played a strategy game and got a third-place finish. That's all you can ask for Josh Berry. Austin Hill finishes 4th. Very strong run from Austin Hill today. He gets a 4th-place finish. Brandon Jones gets a top 5. Good run for Brandon Jones today. AJ Allmendinger, who had multiple speeding penalties, had issues in this race, bounces back to 6th place finish. AJ, if not for his issues on pit road, I think he could have been a threat today. But it is what it is. He still got a top 10. He's been extremely consistent. Ty Gibbs will make up a ton of ground on him, but he does get a very strong run in 6th place. Good run from AJ Allmendinger. Riley Herbst finishes 7th. Solid run for Riley Herbst today in the 98 car. Riley Herbst had, I think, that safety violation and bounced back to solid top 10 finish. Noah Gragson, who should have gotten penalized, he does get a top 10. So at the end of the day, he does finish in the top 10, but still should have gotten penalized for that move. Jeremy Clements with a good top 10 run. Jeremy's had a kind of an up and down year so far in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, so to see him get a top 10 is really great to see. Ryan Sieg saw a top 10 finish. Strategy game definitely helped him out. Good top 10 for Ryan Sieg. Preston Pardus finished 11th. Decent run for him. Justin Allgaier finishes in 12th. Josh Blakey was running top 10 a lot of his race, getting some experience for the Cup Series race. He finishes in 13th. Andy Lally, after getting involved in multiple incidents today, he bounced back to top 15. Saw a run from him at the end of the day. Alex Abey, I thought was getting more of a threat today. He finishes in 15th. Bailey Curry finishes 16th. Josh Williams finishes in 17th. He's kind of a frustrating year. John Hunter Nemechek was up front at one point in this race, never really recovered and bounced back after early issues. He finishes in 18th. Patrick Gallagher finishes 19th despite spinning out once or twice. He gets a top 20. That's all you can ask for. Sam Mayer rounds out the top 20. Sam Mayer had a really good run going today, but unfortunately that damage really affected him and cost him. He finishes 20th. Jeb Bird finishes in 21st. Jesse Wooji got a top 25. Are you serious? Oh my God, Jesse Wooji got 22nd in this race. You know this race is nuts when Jesse Wooji's finishing in the top 25 for the first time. He finishes in 22nd. Anthony Alfredo finishes 23rd. Sammy Smith had an engine failure late in the race. He finishes in 24th. Cole Custer finishes 25th after his issues. Miguel Pluto finishes 26th. Sheldon Creed finished 27th after blowing an engine. Miguel Pluto was involved in an accident late in the race. Chris Dyson finishes in 28th. Daniel Hemrick finishes in 29th after crashing late. Tyler Reddick finishes in 30th. Sage Karam, who was really mad at Noah Gragson after the incident, and justifiably so, he finishes 31st. Landon Castle finishes 32nd. Mike Steiner finishes 33rd. Brandon Brown finishes 34th. Brett Moth finishes 35th. Joe Graff Jr. finishes 36th. Ty Dillon finishes in 37th, getting some experience for the Cup race. And Will Rogers finishes in last in 38th position after drive shaft issues. So also overall talk about the race as a whole and give you my score of today's race. Honestly, I thought today's race was actually pretty good. There was some good racing throughout the field, some good battles for the lead, but there was also times where a little bit of a downtime period. It's kind of like your typical Xfinity Series road course race. A lot of chaos in the middle of the pack, a lot of craziness and chaos, but also a lot of good racing and a great finish as well to really end it off, and a great outdueling between Ty Gibbs and Kyle Larson. Whether you like Ty Gibbs or not, he definitely deserves that victory, and Ty Gibbs hopefully will start getting that respect back that hopefully he deserves. Because again, Ty Gibbs I think is a great driver, but he's had a lot of races where he's rigged drivers really unrespectably. So it's great to for sure see Ty Gibbs pick up victory. Congratulations, Ty Gibbs, on winning. And for my score of today's NASCAR Xfinity Series race, I am going to give it overall an 8.5 out of 10. Very solid race, in my opinion. A couple of things that kind of lowered, including that Noah Gragson incident. That was a little bit childish for Noah Gragson. But other than that, I thought today's race was solid. I'm giving it 8.5 out of 10. So, anyway, that is going to be it for the NASCAR Xfinity Series race review from Road America. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notification on be notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow my Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and support me on Patreon. All list goes below with that, and comment your thoughts on today's race. What are your thoughts on today's race? Let me know below. Let me know your score in the comments below. And congratulate Ty Gibbs on picking up the victory. Let me know in the comments below. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to have another video today or not. I might have an SRX race review from Stafford. I might do one after the race. I'm not sure. If I do, you'll see it up on the channel later. If not, there might not be another video today. And then, of course, tomorrow we have the Cup Series race from Road America as well. You may see more videos. Who knows going down the road. And maybe on Monday I've got a special project coming that I think you guys are going to like. So anyway, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys next time for some more great, awesome NASCAR and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.